I just hit it. It's a go, baby. Worcester County Murders, episode 12.
No
I'm
kidding.
your host, Kevin Knightley, and beside me is your other co host, Mr. Devil's Advocate, Mr. Controversial, Liam Marr.
That's far too kind. Far too kind. Always far too kind. I
No,
don't like adjectives. I don't like describing anything.
well, we're a cordial podcast, so we
Genders,
try to go above and beyond here.
race, sexual orientation. None of it. I don't have it. None
You
of the
don't
two.
have any orientation
No,
whatsoever?
we're all the same.
Did you have a college orientation?
I did.
How was that?
I gotta be honest.
Saw a lot of dicks
No, dude. I won a Barnes and Noble gift card at the end of it. It was
for
insane.
sucking so many dicks.
No, dude, it was a random raffle. I have a weird like relationship with raffles, like small time
Mm,
raffles, like that you go to like, the you'll go to like a local
yeah.
football game and there's be like a 50-50 raffle. I'll win those. Like anytime I try to do it, I win it.
Every single time?
No, literally it's I can think of I've won it. How many times have you won it, Kevin? Have
I've
you
never
ever
tried because I'm not
whatever, sure,
like
sure,
a,
sure.
a
I've
hopeless
tried it like
weirdo.
7 or 8 times in my life, and I've probably won 7 or 8 times in my life. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what it is.
What do you win?
It's usually 50-50 raffle, so it's usually some amount of money. That's pretty sweet and
It's
unexpected.
cash.
And I usually I remember one time in like elementary school, dude, I won there was like this fundraiser. Oh man, I'm getting flashbacks. Fuck. In like fourth grade, gymnasium, in my hometown, right? And
Yeah.
there's a fundraiser. There's baskets with all these different, things. It's you buy tickets and you put it in a bowl.
Oh.
It's all different assortment of things. There's
Oh,
like dozens,
wow.
right? And the most sought after thing is these 4 Boston Red Sox tickets, like that are just great seats. Now I don't even fucking like baseball, but I wanted it
Yeah.
because it was the biggest thing that everyone else wanted.
It's a
And
lot of information.
I used one ticket, I put it in there, and guess what, bro? I won. I literally won. There were thousands of them. My name got drawn. And that's how it started. And then I've, for years, been using 50-50 raffles as my primary source of income because you don't have to file it on taxes. There's no way they can track it back to you.
No, I think there's ways.
No, it's all cash.
Well, have you ever heard of semen tracing?
Ever heard of condoms?
That's a loaded question. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm a little flustered. I have a lot going on. There's this whole um you know, the whole world's going to
Go ahead, talk about
into
what you want to
crazy.
talk about.
It's going in the crazy world, and there's a vaccine out there, and
Yeah,
nobody really
gotta save
knows what it is.
lives.
You think it'll save people?
Yeah, I do. Think it might
Nice.
save some people.
Nice.
Yeah, like vitamin D, calcium, zinc.
I've been taking the big three:
What are the big three?
vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc. It's way to go.
Yeah, it's a trio.
Are you doing laundry over there? What are you doing?
I'm constantly doing laundry somewhere.
Right. Cold water gets the blood out the best. I'm sure you knew that.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, the vaccine's coming around, and what are we still in the first wave? Is this first wave of?
I believe we're actually in the second wave of it now. I don't know really what that means. Just
Right.
like 2-week quarantine. I don't
Yeah.
know what I don't know any of these numbers mean.
Operation Warp Speed. That's gotta make you get
That
excited.
sounds sexy and believable. Reasons to trust it. I understand.
That's excellent. on the CDC website, it'll it's
Kevin,
like
are
a
you an anti-vaxxer?
no,
Vax-
I did decline the vax, but that's
You
beside the
declined the
point.
vaccine.
Not because I'm an anti-vaxxer. I was just against that
What are you
particular
afraid of?
vaccine.
Are you afraid?
Well, I'm
What are you afraid of, Kevin?
afraid.
Hurting people that
Well,
are immunocompromised, older, elderly, people that
uh,
have done more things with their lives. You
well,
could kill them just by being a prick, just a fucking
I'm just
mouth
afraid of
breathing
the vaccine
son of
could
a
turn
bitch.
me into a liberal, and frankly, I'd rather get COVID than deal with that fragile dilemma. But yeah, if you go on the CDC website, there's a frequently asked questions, and one of the questions is
That's
there
like
any
going to the Pentagon
research?
asking them about 9/11.
Right. Okay. Exactly. So, you're not completely sold one way or the other, which
Yeah,
is a
I'm
good way to
very
be.
controversial. I'm Mr. Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, no one knows
Where I
which way
stand.
you're going, which is the way to be. Because I wear a mask and stuff, but the CDC website frequently asked question. It's something like, um, do we know, or is there any research on the long term effects? And the answer is literally something like no. But what we do know is COVID is bad, and there might be a chance that you won't spread this. But we don't really know that. But we're pretty sure you won't get sick. Word for word, I'm reading directly from the CDC website. That's what it says.
So you're just
So,
not the.
and I really wanted to get excited about the vaccine, but every doctor I talked to and
Yeah,
all
this
these
is a.
visits to the CD, all the people, all the sources you're supposed to be getting your information from, very, very off putting, I
What
guess
do you
would
mean?
be one way to put it. Well, I was really
I
looking.
love doctors. I want to be clear.
Well, we all know that. Yeah, they try their hardest. Uh,
I do love them.
my primary
They're
my
more
primary
incredible.
care doctor literally, I sent him an email. I said, should I be worried about my allergies and other stuff going on? And he literally just sent me a link to the CDC website, and he said, check out the ingredients. So that made me feel good. And then
This is
and
crazy that you
yeah,
think you know better than medical professionals.
no, he said he didn't say it was good or bad. He just said, well, there's a website that it's got some stuff on there. Check that out, and that didn't make me feel better. So then uh, there was a town hall at the job, and with some doctors, and basically they said they right off the top they said we're not getting into the science and the research of the vaccine so much as this is really good opportunity, and there's a lot of people that want it, so you should get it. And that was pretty much it. And I really wanted to be sold, but I tried my hardest, and it was not enough. It's not enough, and I know I'm probably gonna have to get this done
Cancel.
sooner or later. I could be canceled, but no, I don't. I'd probably have to get it eventually, and that's cool. But yeah, I'm anxious. I think worst case scenario, I was freaking out, losing sleep, trying to make this decision, and
Yeah.
decided maybe just wait a couple months, or you know, let other people that need it more than me. You know,
Don't try and spin this, you coward.
it's not a spin. It's a fact. If the vaccine goes somewhere, it's to somebody who
You
wants
just
it
want to. You
and
just
maybe really
really want to
needs
be able
it.
to get away with a murder. That's what you're
Is
waiting.
that a murder?
Yeah. No
Who am
one's
I
gonna put you in
murdering?
jail for it, but you could murder people by getting COVID and just like
I guess.
forcing your way into an elderly home on a like I don't know. I feel
Well,
like
I think.
that'd be a way to
Well, at the
like
beginning, we
like if you
thought that's the only
fell
way
on
to.
like a woman, an elderly person in Big Y, and like had like an accidental scuffle, but like coughed in their mouth a lot and killed. Like I don't know. Is that a crime, you think?
Spitting on an old person, coughing.
Yeah, yeah. On accident, if
Uh,
you can make it look like an accident.
I don't see how it's a crime.
Yeah.
You're not hurting anybody.
No, this person died. That's even why I brought it up. It's a tragedy.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna write down the contact info for that person sneezing on you in the
That's
store?
what I'm saying. That's
Like,
what
how
I'm
can
getting.
you track that person down and hold them accountable?
You think there's someone out there doing that who's done it just dozens of times?
Um, you mean like someone who gets AIDS and just fucks raw?
Well, I mean, kind of made it like into a not fun thing to talk about. You know,
It's fucking is plenty of fun. What do you
AIDS is fucked up, bro. People are just trying to have a good
Yeah,
time.
it's not
COVID
good.
is a real thing. It's killed a lot of people recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I deny that at any point?
You denied a vaccine for the disease
Yeah.
virus.
Well, no, just like for now.
Yeah.
So people who really need it could get it faster.
Interesting thing about the vaccine that I wish more news networks were talking about
What's that?
is that even if you got the vaccine, you could still get the virus and you could still give it to someone else, but you just might not
Yeah.
have symptoms.
Right. Well,
I don't think a
that's
lot of
my
people
whole
know.
thing about getting the vaccine would be so I couldn't spread it to like people that are vulnerable. So
Yeah.
if they don't even know if it does that, then
No, it doesn't do
why
that. They know it. They know it doesn't do that. That's one thing they know.
is
It
that
doesn't do
true?
that.
Should we
Yeah. No,
fact
no, no.
check that? Should we
Don't
look that up?
fucking. I'm my own fact checker, bro. I don't say shit unless
All
it's
right.
true.
Okay. I believe you.
Okay. All right. No need to
Yeah,
fact
well,
check.
I'm glad
Never
I
fact
didn't
check
get
me.
it then because
Never fact check.
that would have been my reason to get it was so I don't
Yeah.
spread
If
it.
you were to get it, it's supposed to protect 90% of people from getting like really horrific, the worst complications you can get relating to COVID, right? But it doesn't protect you from getting the virus and being able to kind of work as a
Right.
vector and spreading it to other people. This is the new normal, bro. Comedy's never coming back.
Dude,
it's over.
you know what? We're gonna have to carry the card around to get on open mics and on bar shows and shit.
We just gotta move. That's all we gotta do. Go to one of
It's
these other
down
states.
south is the move, isn't it?
Yeah, I've already bought a ton of guns.
Yeah, well, you gotta have them when you get there so that you're ready.
Yeah, dude, I heard it's like the Wild West again down there.
That's dope.
It'll be like playing Red Dead, but with our real lives.
Joe Rogan's gonna open a club there in Austin.
Yeah. We know people that have already moved down there. One of them was
Yeah,
going to
well,
be on the show,
one
but
of them was
yeah.
what?
Well, we were going to do an interview with somebody that was just down there, like scoping it out, if you will.
Scoping out. Yeah, I believe he's planning on making a move, but he says a lot of things that he doesn't follow through with.
You can't talk smack about a possible future guest.
Well, he doesn't know who he is now, and probably doesn't listen to the show either. So,
not a chance in hell he listens to the show. That is not something that person would do.
Fuck yeah.
I think he's, or she is great. It's a dude, but I think he's great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, you got anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know. Like, what's
the Weimar Republic, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know. What should we save that for next episode? I thought.
No,
you want to do a little more research, or
I think I can wing it.
You can at least set the groundwork for.
So the Weimar Republic in the country, there's been a genocide, an ongoing genocide of a minority group of their population for like the last few years by the military enterprise in the country. And their I think prime minister kind of just was like, no, that's not what was happening for like years. And terrible footage exists from it. people, Vice went in, made a documentary about it, worth checking out. But
Vice founded by Proud Boys founder Gavin McInnes.
The very same Gavin McInnes, Proud Boy.
The woke Vice media.
Yeah. So this guy, this military unit, coup d'etat their government more effectively than we did, and they really took over. They're now in charge, and there's supposedly the military is in charge for at least a year. They went in and arrested the prime minister, put them under military capture. Now that this general guy is the guy in charge, but there's no oil in the country, so I don't know. I don't really see a reason as to why we would, get involved.
So is there a palace involved? Like, how do you, do such a siege? Is there like a palace and somebody takes the palace, like in Game
I think
of
they
Thrones?
were all at like a Betty Hana's.
What is that? Is that like a diner?
Yeah, it's a good seafood place, I think.
And that's where the battle was, or that's where they kind of
they just grabbed her or him, the prime minister. I forget the name.
Is it a her or him?
Good question. I don't know off the top of my head.
Is that one of those countries where it would just never be a her?
I don't know. I don't know enough about the history of the Weimar Republic. Actually, it might just be Weimar now, right? It might not be the Weimar Republic. I don't know. They have a military.
There was just a rebellion, so
yeah,
kind of a gray
How does that make you feel?
Feels like things are getting back to normal. Feels like we might hop in another war, and President Biden is doing what he always does, and just squash regimes that don't benefit us necessarily. And
you think a war is coming?
Yeah, I think it's inevitable. We get into 1, 2, maybe 3 of these.
Yeah, eventually. What's a war anyway?
Well, it's a
complex.
It's
weapons.
That's a loaded question because there's so many reasons. In the mythics, they used to start them over pussy.
It's always been about that.
I mean, now they talk about oil, or to stop communism or a fascist regime. But I think it really all comes down. Oil's the new pussy. Fuck yeah.
It's the real pussy.
It's the real. Oil is that real ass pussy, man. And
so
fucking
this like
shit.
Psychotic general has like
that oil pussy like a vacuum.
Like, this is why we do what we do. He's just like dips it in oil and starts drinking out of it. His skull.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be pretty intense, right?
It's like sticking your dick in a vacuum that's just barely big enough. Fucking oil pussy.
Feeling. Oil pussy's crazy.
Oil pussy changed my life.
You ever see like animals covered in oil? It's insane.
Could you imagine like politicians on the left start, washing up like fucking sea creatures washed up on the shore, and they start washing them with Dawn? It's like Joe Biden. I'm here to. I'm washing the seal with the Dawn soap, but the trickle down my leg with the Dawn soap, it just soaks up. And come on, man, we're just here. We're gonna come together again.
It's powerful stuff.
Yeah. Joe Biden, bro.
I had a person close to me tell me something recently that acting is harder than stand-up comedy. What do you think about that, Kevin? Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Well, I don't think you should patronize autistic people, Liam, as a person who clearly made such an absurd statement. Well, I don't, he might be a little bit behind, but I wouldn't go as far to call him a moron. Let's be honest here.
You almost said the R word, bro. I could hear you behind you.
Well, I wouldn't use such a word
That's not true.
to describe a full out Tardo could not fucking do improv and certainly not do stand up comedy successfully anyway.
Yeah, dude. He tried to say. This person. It's a dude. Tried to. I only really talk to men, unfortunately. But this
Well,
guy.
they're smarter.
No, it's no. To me, is what it is. But this male in my life was telling me, it was like, do you think Leonardo DiCaprio, like how hard it is to do what he does? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I think if Leonardo DiCaprio could do stand up, he would be doing stand up because it's the best feeling in the world. It's way better than just being the coolest guy in a movie, I bet. And also, like,
more money and being a big name actor, though. But I feel like that industry is probably more cutthroat than
would you want to
stand
be
up,
Leonardo
right?
DiCaprio? Honest to God, yeah, of
But
course.
would I be? Well, I don't know his inner demons, but he seems to, you know, have a lot of money and fuck a
I'd love
lot
to
of
hang
hot
with
young
Leo.
chicks and stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to hang with Leo. Just go to a casino weekend with him.
Ball out,
Snort
bro.
glass.
Do lines, dude. You would do super coke. You'd bang supermodels.
I saw The Wolf of Wall Street with my mom.
Yeah. Was she down?
It was very, very. It was such a long movie. It was so uncomfortable.
Dude,
It was
Mark.
like distant.
Does she have a woman crush on Margot Robbie?
I'm not gonna like let you talk about my mom like this. So
I'm not talking about her. I'm asking a question about her.
no,
What she likes.
not. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair thing for me not to let you talk about. Okay.
You can choose not to answer it, but I'm going to talk
Why
about it.
why even take it down this road and just enjoy the humor?
I'm trying to think. Who does my mom think is hot? That is weird.
I've your mom does not think I'm hot. Just so you know.
No.
She thinks I'm pretty gross.
I don't think she met you. No, she saw you do stand up once.
She's met me about a dozen times.
Okay. Is that a fucked your mom joke?
No, it's a not fuck your mom joke.
What is that? Your fucking butt plug vibrating right there?
No, I wish.
Yeah.
It's silent though.
It's time. You've been in a sour mood. You should keep that butt plug up there on a high setting.
It's
it's
an idea.
Damn.
The washing machine is getting at it right now. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Oh, you're sitting on top of the washing machine?
No, it's just in the other room. It's very
I know that feels good.
It's cleaning the fuck out of these clothes right now.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it weird that we just kind of like trust that works?
You trust what?
Washing machines and the government.
Well, I think about how excited you were when that shit came out. You fucking, well, not you, but like your wife at the time was,
Are you
hanging the shit out on the.
Sounds like you're hallucinating, bro.
What are you talking about?
It sounded like my wife. What are you talking about? Is the Alzheimer's?
No, yeah, I'm just saying. Back in the day when washing machines were invented.
Oh wow!
And like how sick that was. Like you didn't have to have your fucking bitch
your world
hanging the shit up on a clothesline or clothes rack. You had a fucking machine to dry it and wash it.
Yeah, you'd be like, wow, this woman's useless now.
Yeah.
I don't mean that. I do my own laundry.
It's all right. It's a comedy show.
You can't do it well enough.
Did we do any true crime topics today?
No.
Do we need to?
What do you think about these podcasts that do, like, do you ever listen to Serial by NPR? It was a huge deal.
No.
It was like a huge deal when it was going on. But it's like an 8-episode podcast series that is about it's investigating a murder that happened in I think the 90s, where there's like it's very questionable as to whether or not the person who went to jail actually might have been in the early 2000s, but it was a lot of questions left on the table as to whether or not the person that went to jail is the one who committed the crime, and it's very interesting. So like it's definitely worth a listen. I think it's pretty captivating, but it's also like, maybe this guy did do it, and you're just making a podcast like series, making people feel bad for him.
Yeah. Did you just do an advertisement for something else?
No, do not listen to NPR. Shit's trash. I would love to work.
Yeah. No. Well, you shouldn't. Don't they? I can't imagine they pay very well.
I'd do anything that just lets me talk on a podcast for money. Are you serious?
Yeah, well, we're doing this. It'll be monetized eventually.
This is never going to happen.
Well, if that's your attitude, you shouldn't be on the show.
It's never going to happen. It's never. We're oversaturated. We have to. One of us has to do a rap album or something, or do a fucking porno, or we need to do some crazy antics.
Well, I don't have a porno penis.
I don't. Most people like that because most people don't have porno penises. Okay.
That's true. I look at normal penis porn for sure, man. That's a good fucking point, dude. I should be the one doing the porno.
Go do the porn.
I won't. I'll do it before I actually get in good shape, so that it's like,
dude, you're so relatable.
It's still average body, average dick, maybe slightly below average.
That's what you should shoot for. Honest to God, that's what people want.
Yeah, that's a really good marketing idea.
Yeah, I think I just gave you your next best bit, but that's fine.
By the way, R.I.P. Screech, who had a great fucking sex tape. The guy from Saved by the Bell, which was a little old for me. I didn't watch that show. But
did you watch the tape?
No. I feel like I have to now. It's kind of like, no, I won't say it.
Yeah, go. I know. I'm pretty sure I know you were gonna say it.
Yeah, I shouldn't say it. Right.
Talking about dead porn stars right now.
Oh, are you talking about August Ames?
I don't know.
She's a porn star. She killed herself. So, I was talking about something else. It's fine.
Well, porn is a pretty hardcore industry.
Yeah, well, it
a lot of the people who've gone, it's terrible.
It touches a lot of people.
I have appreciated a lot of work, but it's hard work. So.
Yeah. Well, it keeps me hard. Most of it.
Would love to talk to people that do porn. I do porn.
I never met a porn star. Have you ever met someone who does porn?
You don't know that.
Well, now you're right. I probably have, and I didn't know. But now everybody does OnlyFans, and a lot of that is just porn.
It is, sure.
So I know some of those people.
I'd love to get into
an OnlyFans scam.
A quadruple monogamous Mormon relationship that's marketed to Mormons on OnlyFans. Where I have like kind of I want to say cabaret, but I know it's not the word. What is what is the word?
It's not a speakeasy.
No, it's not a speakeasy either. What is a harem?
Is that a Hebrew word? What is that?
A harem, I think, is a collection of I don't know. They're not slaves. They're women that are consensually married to me. Maybe we get another dude in there, I guess.
It's always room for another dude.
It's marketed to the Mormon family, which is why there probably wouldn't be a dude in there, I guess. But like it's like a Mormon fetish thing.
Oh yeah.
I definitely think I'm striking gold right now.
I've been thinking about joining a new religion. I'm shopping around.
Where are you?
Well, not like a religion because I don't really have.
Don't keep talking about this.
About religion?
No, what religion do you want to be?
I don't know. I'm shopping around.
Yeah, it's
Mormon interesting. Scientology interesting.
You gotta have faith, bro. You can't just
Muslim.
It's Arab.
No, those are the people that are Muslim.
Yeah.
You ignorant fuck.
Muslim?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said you're an ignorant fuck, dude. You don't know the terms.
Yeah, but I thought, like, I really hope you could edit this out, to be honest. It's very embarrassing. I could tell you the history of all these countries that don't matter, but,
What's
like,
embarrassing?
being arrogant. I don't want to be arrogant.
How are you being arrogant?
I called Muslims Arabs. Like, bro, I got Arab Muslim friends.
Oh
They're
my
gross as
god,
shit.
dude. Your fucking liberalism is really getting in the way
All right,
of the show being funny.
Cut right here. Keep going. 9/11.
Yeah. I want to cut where you said cut right here. Just call it an episode.
Well, then let's transit. Let's talk for 5 minutes to get us into an ending, because I really would prefer for that Arab thing. That was embarrassing.
No, it
So
wasn't.
we really got to cut here, because now it's
Dude, what?
cut here. Kevin.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg sold my uncle his plane ticket on 9/11.
What?
Yeah.
Did he die? Your uncle?
No, because he flipped it too. But
Oh.
that person did die for sure.
Yeah, well, people that buy plane tickets that way are scumbags anyways.
Well, I got no comment. No comment there.
Oh,
this has been the Worcester County Murders episode
12.
12. Episode 12.
We're on a hot dozen. Next week will be a baker's dozen. That's 13.
Yeah,
right?
We'll be a baker's dozen. That's a podcasting joke. A classic podcasting joke.
Shit, I'm mad.
You don't get it.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Hey, Kevin, what do you want to plug?
What the fuck do I have to plug? We're doing this podcast
on your YouTube channel, Kevin Knightley. It's on YouTube. Kevin Knightley.
Yeah, well, if the podcast
don't look up the Worcester County Murders
podcast.
Shut up. Kevin Knightley, because
you can still look up the Worcester County Murders, and find that.
I don't get any credit.
You are on the show.
That's good for you.
And if we get enough followings, a big enough following, we'll move it to a whole new channel.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Or if we start to get consistent.
Why would you build a following and then abandon?
No, I'm not saying we're gonna build a following, but if we could get a consistent 30 people watch an episode, then we'll move it over. We only have 15 subscribers, which is some bullshit. So if anyone's listening, could subscribe
on my personal YouTube channel. Maybe it should be on mine, but it's not gonna be.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. We'll see if you're even allowed back on the show.
Send me the highlights of the clips, and I'll put them on.
Yep, we'll take care of that. We're also on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts. I'm sorry. I think that's it.
You ever use one of those dating websites?
Yeah.
Cool.
It seems like a good place to end the show.
For sure.
Well, then thanks for listening. Liam, I'm sorry. Do you have plugs?
Yes, I do. Please listen to Good Vibes Live, the podcast.
Don't listen to that show.
My buddy Mike Carm is my co-host on that podcast. And Kevin Knightley and Mike Carm have beef. They are going
it's a podcast war.
Wrestle on top of a skyscraper that is on fire.
No, so not everybody knows, Liam, that you're on a podcast with another person who's not even a stand-up comic. And he has declared a podcast war against this podcast because I jokingly said you should quit that podcast.
Yeah, and Mike is a winner, and he's not gonna.
Dude, like I said in the last episode, you're just about Mike, dude.
He's a good friend of mine, bro.
It's gotta stop. Oh yeah,
for a little bit longer than you, really not that much longer than you.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's
right. I've definitely talked to you more.
Yeah, that's what counts,
But I have more podcasts with him.
That's fine. He's gonna, do his thing. and he'll be fine.
What if we just did a 3-person podcast?
I
Band in Worcester
could
County
be open
Murders.
to that. We'll talk about that soon.
Band in the Worcester County. Probably have to abandon Worcester County Murders because Michael lives in
Like you mean like a whole new project?
But I also, the two of you guys need to be for a little bit because I think it would be good for both brands.
Well, we should have him on here sometime. I was
Yeah.
on your show.
But
there's a beef, so maybe we should
Could
have
you
him
write a
on here to
diss
squash
poem?
the beef.
Could you write a diss poem?
If he writes me a diss rap, I'll write a diss rap.
No. You might have to start it, but he will respond 1,000,000%.
No, I don't want to start it. I thought he started it.
No, because he needs to be pushed, I think.
Well, show him the clip. I just put out a clip today of last week's episode.
Yeah, talking about his dick. He's very upset.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't be because it was implied heavily that it was a large dick.
Well, if you listen to our podcast, Mike talks about having a micro penis, so.
Well, that's another fuel to the fire there because he's a fraud.
No, I think it's we don't know. We don't know what his dick, but I know he is good with it. I'm assuming I've heard no complaints.
All right, whatever. If he's gonna be a bitch about this podcast war, then I'm not gonna.
No, I think if you want to start the podcast war, you got to start the podcast.
I thought he was bringing it. If he wants to put out a diss track or something,
he talked some shit, and now you've talked some shit. So now you just got to put it.
I didn't really talk shit. I just am waiting for him to do something.
From Colorado? You should
tweet. Well, no, he can make a rap
Instagram
song from Colorado, you fuck.
You should Instagram at him on your story. Just call him a little.
I tagged him in the clip today.
Yeah, that's got.
I thought that was like a little bit.
Sure he's not. I'm sure he
I talked about his dick. If I talk about a man's cock, that's a response. Okay.
You should.
I want my rap battle.
You want a rap battle?
No. Well, the thing is, because I'm not a rapper, I guess.
You want to call Mike right now?
No. Don't do that.
It's very early back where he is.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to wrap this up.
I'm sending it in a text.
He should come on this show or something, or on his show he could release his rap song on Good Vibes Live, his diss track, and then I can respond to that.
This is good entertainment. This is great radio.
Yeah, no, I think a podcast war is great for both podcasts.
Just don't bring up anything, crazy. I know both of you have I know both of you have histories that you want to hide from the public.
We should.
I'm making this up
because I'd rather do a roast battle than a.
He's gonna destroy you in a rap battle. You'd be completely massacred.
Yeah, well, that's not my thing. So it's like
you said you wanted a rap battle. I mean, I think if you got
okay.
I think if you got the rap battle, and if Mike completely washed you, which he's probably going to, my money's on him personally, but anything.
I said he could make a rap song, and I would just respond.
Yeah, but I think it would only be fair to then have a roast battle between the two, because then he needs to play.
Yeah, but what if I win one and he wins the other? Then we need a tiebreaker.
You should fight with a knife on camera.
No, he's a bigger and better shape than me. I think you could probably beat me in hand-to-hand combat.
Well, you're doing jiu-jitsu, aren't you?
I'm 5 lessons in,
You should be a pro. Mike doesn't have 5 lessons, I don't think.
It takes 2 years just to go up a belt.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's insane.
That's pretty nuts, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is that the average, or is that just like the people that?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, you could probably go up to blue belt in a year, but like 2 years is like the amount of time standard.
Yeah.
For moving up.
I'll let Mike know. Again, my other podcast.
I mean, if we could schedule a fight from like 9 months from now, I don't.
Yeah, we could build hell of hype.
We'd have a cage match.
Straight up. You guys just do a boxing match, even if it's just knocks the shit out of you, it would be our most profitable show ever.
Yeah. I also don't want to get knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, Mike would probably take it easy on you, I guess.
If Mike just
He's a
took up
nice guy.
jujitsu, and then me and him, we had like a jujitsu tournament.
Sure. You guys fight each
That'd
other
be cool.
32 times.
Because I don't want to get a knock. I'm fine with getting choked out. I just don't want to get knocked out.
Yeah,
You know.
be pretty much. It's a lot more entertaining if you guys did a boxing match and we could like advertise for it and stuff. And
yeah, I'm not training for
get Jimmy
boxing,
Cash
though.
do an opening set or something.
Yeah, I could take some boxing lessons and kickboxing lessons, and probably
boxing is a lot of fun.
So should we do MMA or just one style?
Boxing seems to be where the money is right now. If you're a internet personality.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know, but I think there's a niche for other martial arts.
Yeah, no, totally. But you really get fucked up in some of them. So.
Yeah, but jujitsu you don't. That's what I was saying.
Jiu-jitsu, everyone gets fucked up in at some point.
Not really, dude. People don't get knocked out; they get choked out, which is
they fucking tear shit, don't they?
Yeah, but it's not like getting knocked out. And
getting knocked out is not that bad, bro. I was in I had a guy who did,
but dude,
a kid I went to college with.
You getting punched in the head repetitively.
And I don't even care. I'm pretty much unconscious. He stops before I do because he's afraid he's going to hurt me. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's why you do it until they stop moving.
I did.
Yeah, but like.
But I never tapped. I never tapped.
I feel like in a street fight, there's no tapping. You just.
It wasn't a street fight.
You just choke until they're out.
I asked him to show off, and he did. And blacked out.
Well, yeah, fuck it. I'll throw him in an arm bar or some shit. You know.
This is pretty exciting. This podcast war is heating up. It's a cold war right now. Nothing's happened. But.
Yeah, well, he started it, so I'm just waiting for
I do believe
him to do something.
It. I'm not gonna get. I'm the only one.
Because I jokingly said you should quit that podcast because
I don't know. It sounded pretty real. And
then you started to stir the drama pot. You know what? On second thought, we're dropping you from both shows, and me and Mike are doing a show together.
Mike would never do that, just like that, like a traitor. You fucking just weevil.
Like that. Well, when he finds out the truth, I think.
No, he knows the truth, bro. I went to college with him. You can't replace that.
You guys.
I had 18 episodes of Good Vibes Live with him. You can't replace that.
You also have 18
episodes.
You also have 15 episodes of you and him experimenting together in college dorm rooms.
You can't prove that that's all that there is.
But believe me, I can make things go my way.
There's no way. We're gonna get a rap battle, then a roast battle, then a gunfight.
Gunfight. All right. Well, I got a lot of things to train for, if that's all. But yeah, I'll let Mike know I'm waiting on that rap disc, and then we'll just have to take it from there.
All right. This is exciting.
This is good.
This is about as exciting as I've felt in a very long time.
Yeah. Well, you're pathetic. So, exactly. Do you have any plugs before we wrap this up?
So I got at this other podcast called Good Vibes Live.
Yeah. Oh wait. You already said
college. That. Yeah, you don't listen.
Yeah. All right. Worcester County Murders, episode 12.
Sure.
Thank you all for listening, and good night.
Stay murdered.
Stay murdered, baby. That's a good fucking
right. That's not
call off sign. That's great.